Planning Commission. Seriously. Okay, we're going to call to order the Planning Commission meeting on January 7, 2026. Would you please do the roll call? Clerk, we'll do the flag salute first, invocation on there. Please rise for our flag salute. I've asked Mr. Cycling if he can lead us in our flag salute, please.
Put your right hand on your heart. Again.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I've asked Mr. Lujan if you lead us on our invocation, please.
So keep standing up and just bow your head for a second. I just want to ask our good Lord for his wisdom, his goodness, so that we can make some good decisions here tonight. We have a big group here that hopefully we can all come together, work together in the communities to make sure that the community keeps moving forward. And we ask this through Christ our Lord.
Amen. 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 Thank you for that. Okay, now, if our secretary would please call the roll.
Yes. Commissioner Lujan?
Present.
Commissioner Sakali?
Present.
Commissioner Legaspi?
Present.
Vice Chair Uba?
Present.
And Chair Guerra?
I'm here. Thank you. This is the time set aside for oral communication for the Planning Commission. Any commissioners wish to make any announcements, report any conference meeting, or request items for a future agenda? Mr. Legaspi?
I have none. I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, and it's great to be back with everybody.
Great. Vice Chair Uba?
I have none, and same, Happy New Year, and it's nice to see a nice crowd of people here tonight.
Okay. Mr. Cycli?
I have none.
And Commissioner Lujan?
No. And just also, Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, I feel the same way. My only announcement I did go by the location several times in several days just to get ready for this once we got our agenda for it. So I just wanted to disclose that. So does the community director, deputy development director have a report on city council action or any further general updates?
And we have none tonight.
Okay, great. So now's the time set aside for public hearing, PLN 2500159, conditional use permit. There does the Planning Commission Secretary, Rhea, have proof of publication?
I do.
Great, thank you. Will the Community Development Director introduce staff making the presentation?
Thank you, Chair Guerra. Tonight we have our Associate Planner, Marissa Montero, providing a PowerPoint presentation, and our Deputy Director of Community Development overseeing planning, Swati Meshram, will also be assisting with the presentation. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. It's, good evening. You got to turn on your mic. There you go. They didn't turn on your
Can
mic.
you hear me?
There you go. Now we
Okay.
can. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair Guerra, Vice Chair Uba, Commissioners, and members of the audience. The item before you is PLN-25-00159 for Unique HQ at 12510 Columbia Way. This is a request for a conditional use permit to allow the operation of a fitness facility within an existing 18,140 square foot building. Fitness facilities are considered a commercial recreation use and are allowed in the CM zone with the approval of a CUP. The subject property is approximately 42,708 square feet in area and is developed with one 18,140 square foot single-story building. The building was most recently used for a food manufacturing use, which was approved in 2020, and the building has been vacant since late 2024. This is a photo of the site with the existing building taken from Columbia Way. The subject property is zoned commercial manufacturing and has a general plan land use designation of mixed use. Surrounding the subject site, immediately to the north is the Downey Landing specific plan. To the south and east is commercial manufacturing, and to the west is medium density residential. Unique HQ's business model is to provide a fitness facility for community members and for private personal trainers to host and train their individual clients. The proposed hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 12 a.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Day-to-day on-site operations will be managed by the ownership team consisting of 5 members until such time that administrative staff are hired. Janitorial services will be conducted during the off hours. The facility will be open to members who train independently and will also allow up to 20 personal trainers to utilize the space to train clients. Each trainer is permitted to have up to 20 clients and will be able to train up to 2 people per hour, which limits the number of clients present at the gym during a certain time. The applicant anticipates approximately 275 active members per month, which does include the personal trainers' clients. And the busiest period is expected to be between 6 and 7:30 p.m. during the week, with an estimated 75 to 100 people in that space. The proposed floor plan includes offices and a lobby area with a small retail component in the front. The retail component will sell related materials like merch, water bottles, protein powder, and other gym and fitness accessories. There's a functional training area, free weights and machines, a cardio area, and additional areas include restrooms, storage areas, for technology space, equipment, and cleaning supplies. There are a few roll-up doors shown on the slide that will be open during the day, but will close at 7 p.m. to minimize potential noise impacts. This has been included as a condition of approval. Additionally, a condition of approval requiring all activities to occur indoors has been added, and the use of any exterior amplifiers or loudspeakers outside the business establishment shall be prohibited to further address noise concerns. The project includes site improvements such as restriping the existing parking spaces, repainting the building, removing non-compliant tarp coverings, and updating the landscaping along Columbia Way and within existing planter areas that screen mechanical equipment, all of which have been included as conditions of approvals. The subject site will maintain the existing 43 parking spaces. The site is located within a high-quality transit area and pursuant to state law is not required to provide not required to provide parking beyond what is currently available. And I'll discuss this in more detail on the next slide. So Assembly Bill 2097 applies to this project site because it is located within a half-mile of a high-quality transit stop. Further, as shown on the slide, the property is located within half-mile of 13 high-quality transit stops. I apologize, it's a bit difficult to see, but these blue dots on the screen are identified as high-quality transit stops. And this screenshot, this data is taken from the California State Geoportal that identifies these locations.
Can I ask you how many, it's 43 within this, and this was like, what, 2022, this new law that came in. This is the state of California telling us as a community what we can and can't do again, because it does include the commercial. How many parking spots under Downey Municipal Code would this be allowed?
Yes, good question. Under the Downey Municipal Code, commercial recreation use of this size would require 63 parking spaces.
And the state's telling us we can use 43.
Correct,
Okay.
yeah.
We actually have no discretion in
They're
that.
exempt
Yeah,
from
yeah,
parking,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
So yes, to my next point, the subject site is exempt from providing on-site parking, yet maintains 43 parking spaces.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can you elaborate more about the exemption from providing on-site parking?
Yes, so Assembly Bill 2097 is a state law. I believe you all have been handed a handout.
Just got it, I know, yeah. A little while ago.
So if a property is located within half-mile of one of these identified high-quality transit stops, they are exempt from providing any on-site parking. Just to elaborate, or just to confirm, their parking requirement would be 0, but they are maintaining the 43.
It's absolutely insane that the state can enforce this on a city. I'm not talking about this project, but saying you can do it without 0 on, I understand residential because they want the transit areas, they want people to commute on transit, but on a commercial property, it's another state mandate.
Commissioners,
So-
may I supplement that just a tiny bit? So the Assembly Bill AB 2097 applies to properties with developments which are commercial, residential, and even some industrial projects, as long as they're within half a mile of a major transit stop.
Correct.
And the definition for a major transit stop has been provided, which is, in this particular case, would be intersection of two bus services which have a frequency of at least 20 minutes. And that's how, there are other things in the state law, but as applicable to this project, those would be the criteria that apply.
Right. And we get it, it's, high quality transit stop.
Yes,
Is the key buzzwords, okay, thank you.
And just for reference, the nearest high-quality transit stop to this location is located at the intersection of Imperial Highway and Columbia Way, which is about a 3-minute walk to the subject site.
It's right next to the Columbia Power Box
Yeah.
on the corner.
Okay. So the Development Review Committee discussed and evaluated the project as it pertained to planning, police, fire, public works, and building and safety matters. All departments did not express concerns or opposition over the project and issued standard conditions of approval. Staff reviewed the proposed project for compliance with CEQA and determined that the CUP is exempt from further review under CEQA Guidelines 15301. On December 19th, 2025, the notice of the pending public hearing was mailed to tenants and property owners within 500 feet of the subject site. And on December 25th, 2025, the notice of the pending public hearing was published in the Downey Patriot. As of the date that this report was published, staff has received no correspondence in response to the public hearing notice. Therefore, staff recommends that the Planning Commission adopt resolution number 26-4059, approving PLN-25-00159, thereby allowing the operation of a fitness facility located at 12510 Columbia Way. This concludes my presentation. I am available for any questions. Thank you.
I'll start off with my right, there, Vice Chair Uda.
Yes, couple questions. They're just kind of for clarification purposes.
Yes.
The park, the hours of operation, was that staff directed as to the hours, or was that applicant suggestions?
So when reviewing applications like this, the applicant proposes hours of operation, and through our review, we determine whether that's consistent with businesses of that type. So in this case, they provided the hours, and we found
Agreed
that.
or concurred or whatever?
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
got it. The parking question was asked and answered, so I appreciate that. I just wanted to know how many would have been required. But then I also just wanted to thank you and staff for including tenants in that notice of the hearing, because I noticed when I did my my drive-by over there and visited the property, there were several apartment buildings directly across the street, so I'm very glad those tenants got the notice as well. And that concludes my questions.
Thank you.
Other Commissioners cycling.
No questions.
Mr. Lujan.
No, thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the presentation. So, no, there's no questions, and hopefully the resolution can come.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
I just have a comment and a quick question. Ms. Montero, thank you for your presentation. Very well done. Just to clarify, are we proposing, or the applicant's proposing to use the entire building? We're not talking about just portion, correct?
Correct. The entire building.
The entire 43 spaces would be allocated just for this business, and that's clear, right? Okay, that's it. Thank you for your
Okay.
presentation.
Thank you.
Could you
I
bring
just
up?
thought- I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just thought of one more question.
Of course.
For the utility facilities that's in the building, for the peak hour between 70 to 100 people, how is the developer or the going to handle the use of the facilities with such a high volume at one time?
Yes. So the applicant is not proposing to make any modifications to the building. They do, however, they have applied for a building permit application because this change of use requires a change of occupancy. So that component will be reviewed during that building permit process.
Okay.
Could you bring your PowerPoint back up again and go to like the third slide, the second or third slide, the one that's got the overview, the picture of the overview? No, yeah, but keep going further before. One more, this one here.
Yes.
Okay, so there's the outline of the building. So right next to it, that dirt field, okay, that's going to be we broke ground at it. The city of Downey broke ground in November for the new Inspiration Event Center and historical building on there. Was there any discussion or thought process that event center is going to be able to hold 400 or 500 people? Okay, so with these hours of operations, I don't know. I mean, it's a year away. I mean, but the ground is broken and there's metal there. So is there any discussion there how we would handle parking?
Yeah, thank you, Chair Guerra, for asking that question. The way that there's a couple of things I want to bring up to respond to your question. When we're evaluating a business that's coming in and occupying the property, we evaluate the impacts being caused by that business. So that is part of the answer here, is that the impacts and the parking demand, in this case, they're exempt from adding more parking because of AB 27. Now, the second part, to be more practical, Columbia Space Center expansion creates a demand for parking on its own, which would be a separate topic for the city to address. in reviewing entitlements, the Planning Commission's review would be limited to what the applicant is causing as an impact, but not necessarily fixing or addressing the parking needs of the Columbia Space Center. The third part here is that the Columbia Space Center in itself, and this is not related to this entitlement, is going to be a very active site. I think the city staff and city manager's office is aware that, in approving and kicking off and having that groundbreaking we had recently, that it's an exciting project, but that in itself is going to create a demand for parking. And then also the close proximity to the park and all the activities happening there. So I think that's a bigger issue that I can bring up to our city manager's office on your behalf. And if other commissioners have a similar concern, I can convey that. But to bring it back to the item before you, the commission is limited on evaluating the impacts caused by this proposed business. So hopefully that explains it. I want to be practical, but I also want to be fair to the applicant.
Sure, and I get that. Could you show that could you put that slide back up again? Okay, because the parking that goes across the street too is impacted on there. When we showed that project to the city council, that's the first thing that several of the council people said, where are you going to put parking? And there was no answer to that. So that's why I'm just saying this kind of, is an issue there for that particular. I think it's a great issue to have, but yeah, okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so before I open the public hearing and call the applicant or their representative, this would be the time for Planning Commission to disclose any pre-hearing sites or pre-hearing discussions that commissioners may have had about the project. Anybody?
I'm sorry. I drove by the property, Chair Guerra, and I just looked around.
I did visit the property yesterday. I was given a tour by the applicant, Benjamin, took me on a tour of the facility. So I did visit it personally yesterday.
Okay. Mr. Cycling, Mr. Lujan, anything? Okay. Yes, ma'am. I had a long meeting with Irma and Swati before these meetings regarding this particular project, as I do with every Planning Commission meeting. Okay, yes, ma'am, you had a...
Chair, I just wanted to provide some additional information that's not included in the report. So one, I wanted to commend staff for guiding Mr. Benjamin Campos and his team on navigating the entitlement process. Their lease was becoming effective soon, and they were going to have to start making some payments, so we did provide assistance to try to expedite this item to come early in January. I also want to commend the applicant for being proactive and engaging with our fire department and the building and safety division and preparing plans and starting to work through the occupancy requirements that go into effect when you're bringing a use like this. It does require an evaluation from both the building and the fire code to make sure that the building is equipped to meet those codes, and that's something they've already started. The other thing I wanted to share with the commission is that, as the report indicated, this building has been vacant since 2024, and the planning division, and we conduct a lot of zoning reviews, and then we did in the past have some uses that were maybe not compatible with a museum, a city museum, or the residences that are nearby. One of them I was sharing with Chair Guerra before this meeting during our pre-meeting in preparation for tonight had to do with dirt, believe it or not, managing of dirt. And so again, that didn't get very far, but we did have some concerns. And just also overseeing the code enforcement division, I had concerns over the safety of the building, that it wouldn't be vandalized or occupied by trespassers, and that's always a concern when we have vacant buildings. So we are happy to bring this item before you, and per staff's recommendation, we are recommending approval with conditions of approval, but we're happy to hear the commission's deliberations and any questions that you may have for us or the applicant. Thank you.
Great. To give you a little historical perspective, we used to have the Downey dirt mound. We used to have the mountain. It's called the Downey Mountain. We used to have a big dirt thing on there. And those of us that are old remember that they're in that historical site right behind there. So that's a good thing that we don't have it anymore. Okay, so, okay, the public hearing is now open. Would the applicant or representatives please come forward to give testimony? Welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Benjamin Campos, and I just want to thank you for your time tonight and for the work you do for the city of Downey. Our goal is not to build a fitness space, but to allow the opportunity for others, trainers, small business, and members of the community to grow alongside us. We've done this successfully in the city of Paramount, and where we built a strong, positive community, and I'm excited to bring that same approach and energy to Downey. I think being located next to the upcoming Science Center is especially exciting for us. We see it as a chance to be a part of a forward-thinking area that promotes growth, education, and long-term community investment. Sorry. Yeah, I also have a family here in Downey, and man, we're excited to actually be able to be a part of Downey now and see what we can do and grow see what community we can create.
Thank you,
guys.
Benjamin. Thank you for investing here.
Hey,
Is there any
Benjamin,
questions?
I do have a couple questions for you, Benjamin. Don't be nervous. It's just the
Yeah.
most important day
I
of
am
your
nervous.
life, okay? But we're all friends
You're
here.
like, darn, I almost got out of here.
Just a couple. Welcome to City Hall. What do you plan to do with your Paramount location? Is this a second location, or
No,
you plan
we're-
to merge?
He's a realtor. He's trying to get the listing for it now.
We're completely moving to Downey.
You'll be moving to
Yeah,
Downey.
we'll completely be moving to Downey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
What's the size difference? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what's the size difference between the Paramount and this
It's actually about 5 times bigger.
Okay, good.
The Downey one. We're at like 3,000 square feet, and where we're currently at, and we're moving into 18,000 square foot lot.
one? So you brought all your trainers just to prove that you
Yeah,
actually have
yeah.
trainers? Okay, I see how it goes. Okay.
Everybody's here.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. I want to look like you guys when I grow up. So, yeah.
Yeah, we better get this approved. They're all buff. Okay? No, on the serious note, and I'm gonna challenge you a little bit, Benjamin, because I am curious about the parking. Okay, and as we know, AB 2097, we understand the concept, but we also have to be realistic, right? How many of your trainers or members actually take public transportation to your gym currently? And it's okay to be honest. Okay.
Very few, I would say.
That's what I would think. So, with a maximum, what's your maximum capacity with 18,000 square feet? I mean, 18,000. Realistically, how many people could you at one point have in there, roughly?
Well, to be like realistic, currently at the location we currently are in, it's like 3,000 square feet, and we only have about 20 parking spots, and we have about like 300 members, and on our peak time we have from 50 to 75, and it works. I mean, we have they use all the parking. There's some street parking that they can use.
There's overflow.
Yeah, so we do the best we can to accommodate the parking situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're always open to any suggestions or anything like that we can do to get this going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
Okay. And my last question is, if all goes well, what do you propose your grand opening to be? First quarter, second quarter, roughly?
First quarter.
First quarter. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on, young man. I have a question for you. What is the average time of an individual that goes in, trains, come out?
So since we're like we're a semi-private gym, it's a lot more private than like your public gym. So you have a specific individual that goes in 45 minutes, just comes in and goes out. We're a lot different than like your public gyms where you have a group of 5 kids going at once and are stuck on a machine for like an hour or so. For us, it's more of get in, get out, and get your workout in, which is what we go for.
As our commissioner mentioned regarding the 43 spots that you have, so basically I go in and exercise 1 hour and I get out, there's an empty spot and somebody else come pick it up. So this is going to go on throughout the day.
Yes.
So that would allow you to have more people coming in within limited space that you have.
Yeah. So yeah, for the most part, it's like it's pretty fast. It's if you're in there for an hour, if that. And for us, it's more of keeping it controlled as well. We don't want to let it get out of control, but we have the power to control who's coming in, who's coming out, making sure that it's coming in to do what they need to do.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Mr. Lujan?
Yes, is your membership going to stay the same price that you had in Paramount, or are you
No,
increasing
we're
it?
yeah, we're increasing.
So you think all the 300 members are going to continue?
Yes, yes. We have we built a pretty good community, and they're excited for us. They're following us pretty much wherever we go.
Your lease is going to be 5 times more expensive. I think it's going to go
Yeah, it
up.
has to go.
Yeah, because usually when you have the trainers and you work with a client, is it usually 1 or 2 people at one time, or?
Yeah, it's usually it's private. You know, it's either one-on-one, or they can have two in that same hour.
No, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Cycli or Vice Chair?
All of my questions have been asked and answered, so I appreciate that. I wanted to thank you yesterday for the tour. It was very nice, and for those of you that didn't get to go inside, it's very nice on the inside. I mean, 18,000 square feet, there's a lot of room in there to have separate and unique areas for different things. It was really nice, so thank you, and well, hopefully we can get you approved tonight.
Thank you.
Great. Have you discussed with staff or maybe internally on there having a parking plan, if you will, because those things are going to happen. You're already parking on the street where you're at, and this is 5 times bigger, and like maybe having some of your trainers parking at another location and bringing them over or something. I mean, some kind of parking plan. It's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Just
Me and the group of my partners we are looking to come up with a strategy so we won't have an issue and we won't run into any issues.
good. And thank you for reusing this building on there. It's been an eyesore and it's been in a commercial zone. So we welcome you from that. I also recommend that you go meet Ben Dickow, the executive director over at the Columbia, and have a relationship there. And maybe you guys can help coordinate. There's about 5 times a year where 3,000 people are going to be there on a Saturday. Okay. I can name you Rocket Fever, City of STEM, all kinds of different things. So, that way at least you guys can coordinate your time so you know what's coming. You don't want to show up on a Saturday and have 3,000-4,000 people there and like, what the heck just happened to me? So I would just suggest that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be part of history. That Inspiration Building is going to be an amazing tribute to what happened at that in that site right next to you there. So.
Yeah, no, we're excited to be able to be a part of it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to Downey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone that would like to speak in favor or opposition besides you? Okay, we're right now. Go ahead. Who's got number 2? Oh, you got number 1. Okay. All right. So we'll go from there. So number 1, go ahead, sir.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had an amazing holiday. First, I want to thank you for your time. I'm extremely excited. I'm one of Benjamin's partners for the new project. I wasn't originally in the Paramount location, but now coming into this, it's a blessing. I grew up in the city of Downey. I went to Alameda Elementary, Sussman, a Carpenter, and Downey High School. So being able to come and open a business here, if we pass, would be amazing. I think this is going to be something really good for the community. We've already been talking to PD, fire, and the impact and the asset that we can be as much, to help each other. It goes beyond. We're super excited. So other than that, I just want to say thank you overall. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Okay. Number 2.
Good evening. My name is Lily Hernandez. I'm Benjamin's girlfriend, and I'm also a Downey native. I attended Downey schools, grew up in this community, and like so many others, Downey is not just where I live, but it is my home. My mom went to Downey High School too, so I'm just, I've been in Downey my entire life. But I'm here today just to speak on Unique and why it truly is a gem for the city. Unique HQ is more than just a gym. It's a community hub. It's a place where people come together, connect, and feel a sense of belonging. Over time, we've hosted countless community-centered events that bring residents together in positive, uplifting ways, events that encourage wellness, creativity, collaboration, and local support. These gatherings aren't just about attendance or just working out. They're about building relationships and strengthening the fabric of Downey. One of the things I'm most proud of is that Unique HQ creates an environment where people don't feel like they need to leave Downey to experience something special. For years, I've had to go to gyms outside of Downey, and I'm just very happy to be able to stay in my city and enjoy everything that Unique has to offer. Unique HQ helps change that narrative, so I am happy to be part of that. It also allows people to enjoy meaningful experiences right here. So as someone who grew up in Downey, it means everything to me to be able to contribute something positive back to the place that shaped me. Being able to build and support a place like Unique HQ is in the very city I was raised in is incredibly fulfilling. It represents growth, reinvestment, and pride in our local community. We have already, for Thanksgiving, we were able to do a turkey giveaway, and we gave over like 200 turkeys to the residents of Downey and people that were just in need. So we're more than just a gym, and we want everyone to feel welcome when they come in through the door. We're not looking just to like judge you or anything like that. We want anyone that just wants to like move their body and be healthy just to come in and feel like any of the trainers behind you are gonna like lead a helping hand and just like show you the ropes and everything. But yeah, so I advocate for Unique HQ all the time, up and down, not just because I'm his girlfriend, but because I do believe in like the message behind everything. But yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you. Yeah, the senior center has a small little gym there, okay? If you guys, in the next year while you're building out, you're welcome to use. That's what I use, okay? Very good. Yes, sir.
Hello, good evening. My name is Charles Castañon, and I'm actually one of Benjamin's partners. So I'll try my best to keep it short. So I actually just recently became partner early this year. I actually walked in for the first time at Unique in January, and instantly I just fell in love with the energy, the environment that was present. And so when I had the opportunity to be a part of this, I just jumped on it. So I've been able to actually, walk through the entire process as we're moving into Downey. But I just want to be a testament of what Benjamin has created and what he is trying to bring over here to Downey. It truly is more than just a gym. This is like my second family. I'm not originally from Downey, but I actually had the pleasure of living here for 7 years, from 2017 to 2023. So for me to come back here, it really hits home. It really hits home to me, or to heart. So with your blessing, with God's blessing, this is literally just like one of the biggest milestones of my life that I do want to bring forth. So we're hoping we're able to make it happen tonight.
Okay,
Thank you.
We have an old saying in Downey: you weren't born here, but you got here as quickly as you could. So,
And now I'm trying to come back as quickly as I can.
there you go. Thank you, sir. Okay, number 4.
Well, good evening. My name is Nick. I am also a partner of Benjamin. I've been at Unique since, I want to say, late 2022. I started off as a trainer. From there, I actually was given the opportunity the same time as Charles. Just want to say, I'm not from Downey. This is actually my first time being a part of the city, and I have been in the fitness industry for a while now, working at different cities, at different gyms, and I can say that Downey is different. From the get-go, the hospitality from not just the fire department and the police department, but the staff. Rhea, you've been great. Marissa, I haven't met you personally, but you've been great as well from what I've heard, so thank you. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for the hospitality, and I'm excited for the future.
Okay, thank you. Number 5.
honorable chairman and members of the Planning Commission. You guys, for better or worse, you all know me at some point in time or before. Kirk Cartosian, I'm the broker in this, and I'm here, and I'm really excited not only for Benji and his partners, but for the community. From the beginning when they came to the site, and me having known a little bit about the history, seeing it from a forklift company, well, actually it was Rockwell's from way back, but to a forklift company, then what was could only be described as a chop shop for a little while, then later the shrimp farm, and after a 1-year hiatus, we're going to get Unique HQ. So the landlord, who our firm represents, Mr. Kohanoff, is excited about this. He's been working with the applicant and trying to reasonably get them into the space without too many additional fees, because it is costly to have a nice piece of real estate sitting vacant. I do want to share a couple of things as relates to parking, and I do appreciate staff not only for their work with the applicants over the last few months, but in describing the reason why there's essentially a by right for the parking. But Benji and I have spoken a little bit about what that parking plan might be. They're still doing the striping, but I'm pretty certain there will be more than 43 spaces. But additional to that, because a lot of the staff, trainers or other employees will be working the same hours, I believe a lot of them can look at maybe rear loading. There's parking in the back where they can maybe park in tandem. They can park in maybe even produce a valet system as well. So I believe if the need is going to be there, they will find the solutions, and just excited to see where they are, how they've come this far, and hopefully we get a positive result. And I think everyone should try to sign up too, because I will be a member myself. Thank you.
Okay. Is there number 6? That was it? Okay, great. So there's no rebuttal there for the applicant. Okay, so at this time, the public hearing, well, first of all, is there any final questions or any last thoughts before we close the public hearing? Okay, at this point, I asked that. Yes, sir. Yeah. Anybody in opposition on that too? So, okay. There's the one parking person in the back. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so now the public hearing will now be closed. So at this point, any deliberation from the Planning Commission? I'll start with the Vice Chair.
I think it's a great improvement to that building, and I think it's a kind of business that we would love to have. I think you're going to be very successful, and I thank you for bringing it to Downey. We really appreciate that.
Okay, great. Anybody else, Mr. Lev?
Well, I'll second that. There's a lot of cities to choose from in SoCal, and you selected the best city, and I personally welcome you to the city. Okay.
Mr. Cycli, anything?
It's great to have you around. I think it's a good, positive thing to have for the city of Downey. And I believe you guys can do your own work as far as maybe you can do some ride sharing to allow more spaces for the public. Another option you have, maybe you could, instead of having all the trains all at the same time, maybe you can have them a different time. Basically, you got to look out for the public to allow them to have more space. So the more space you have, the more they're going to come in. Basically, the more money you're going to make because more people coming in. So, but thank you for coming over to the city of Downey.
Mr. Commissioner Lujan?
Yes, also as well that, we welcome you guys to Downey, and definitely we're all moving in the direction of trying to get healthy, and it's another option for people here in Downey that can come. And some of us can walk there, so it's something that we'll look at, consider it, and because there's a neighborhood and areas that I'm sure they'll come over to you, and have an impact, a positive impact in the community. So thank you for choosing Downey.
My comments is congratulations to all of you. We are happy. I echo all those comments. I do have a concern. I think Mr. Kartosian laid out some things, and I know you guys will work on it as you keep growing it. It will be an issue. Hopefully, it'll be an issue. That means you're being successful. But tandem parking, all kinds of different things on there. While normally I'm very supportive of this, there's something I've always said to people when you abstain on a vote, it's because you have a conflict of interest financially or so forth. It's not because you're being wimpy on not knowing which way to go. I think you guys are going to be very successful. I'm really happy for you and for Downey. I'm going to abstain as an abundance of caution. I haven't talked to our city attorney. I'm involved with the Columbia project, the Inspiration Building, so it wouldn't be right for me to vote one way or the other on that. So I am going to, abstain, but it's not because of anything you guys did or whatever. I just think it's there. So. I always say that to people. It's like, unless it's something that could conflict on there, what are you doing? So, but with that, I will ask for a motion in a second. Not me.
I have one. I have one for you, Chair. I'll make a motion to accept staff recommendation and approve PLN 25-00159.
I'll second.
Fine.
We all got a second.
I'll second.
Okay. All right. Any other further thing? So if you guys please vote. Okay. It passes 4-0. So with one abstention. Congratulations. And now that you said that, you guys can all, buy a tile at the Columbia Center there next door. So too, that's the plug. Okay, consent calendar items. There are none. There's no minutes on there. Any other staff comments at this time, City Attorney?
No other comments from staff.
Okay, great. All right, it's good to be back. From a planning commission standpoint, the third week of this summer, we will not be having a meeting. Our next meeting will be the first Wednesday in February.
Okay.
And so forth. I will not be here for the first one in March. I will be going to Roscommon, Ireland, our sister city. It's the birthplace of John Gately Downey. So anyways, with that said, I will adjourn the meeting. Okay, thank you. At 7:18. So thank you. Congratulations, you guys.